In this video, I will show you how to open the PHPMyAdmin interface, and then I will also show you how to set up the employees sample database that I will be using in this course to teach you SQL. So let's see first how to open this PHPMyAdmin interface. Go to XAMPP control panel, and here just make sure you have the Apache and MySQL services running. So if you want to check that these services are running properly, then just make sure both of these things are in green color, as you can see, okay? And both of them also have some ports and PIDs assigned, okay? So once you made sure that Apache and MySQL services are running, you just go to your web browser and here type localhost/phpMyAdmin, and this is how you can reach to the PHPMyAdmin user interface. You need not to understand everything in this user interface right now, but just see that here on the left hand side, you will see the list of the databases that you already have on your system right now. So you can see there are a number of databases that I already have on my system, but you can see there is no database named as employees, but we will be using a employees sample database only. So I'll show you how you can set up the sample database here. So for that, I'll be using an open source test database that is hosted on GitHub. You have to go to this link, github.com/datacharmer/test_db. Okay, so here you will find an open source database. You can use this database to test the applications that is developed on the top of MySQL databases. So this database just provide you some sample data on which you can execute queries. I will provide the link to this repository in the description of this lecture as well. So you go to this link and click here on the code and then download zip button. And as soon as I will click on the button, you see a file has been downloaded to my PC. So as you can see, this is a zip file. You have to extract it. As you can see, I have already extracted this zip file, and here you can see inside desktop, I have the folder test_db-master. So these are the files that you require to set up this database. In this folder, you have this employees.sql file. We will be using this file to import this entire database into our local system. Just make sure wherever this employees.sql file inside that folder is, copy the full path. Okay, so here I have copied the full path, and then again go to the XAMPP control panel. Okay, in this control panel, you will find a shell option right here, as you can see. So click on this option. So as you know, we have already copied the path. Now here, write the command cd and then paste the path. So here you write the command cd and then paste the path of this folder, okay, where the employees.sql file is. Now the directory of this shell window is changed to this, okay. Now run this command, write mysql, then -u space root space -p, and then less than symbol, and then write employees.sql. Okay, so this command specifies the import of the database employees.sql, and here we also need to specify the username as root and password. So basically you need not to write the password anything, because password is by default empty when you install XAMPP for MySQL. Okay, so just run this command, I press enter, then it will ask the password, but you need not to specify anything, just leave it blank and press enter. And then it will start the process of importing the database employees.sql. It may take time depending upon the resources of your system. This is actually a huge database with thousands of rows, so it may take time. So now, as you can see, our database is imported. So now we are done with the work on this shell window. We can close it. Go to your web browser, open PHPMyAdmin, and now here you will see employees database. Okay, so this is the database that I'll be using in this course to teach you SQL. As I told you, PHPMyAdmin is a web-based GUI interface that you can use to manage your databases. But currently you saw that we made use of the shell window to import the database into MySQL. But that we did because the database is huge. It is a huge database, and here you can see the number of rows in each of the database tables. So these are the database tables. Like I'll open the employees table. Here you can see it contains more than 300,000 rows. So it's a huge database, and it is usually not recommended to import huge databases using the GUI interface, although I can do. So you just have to create a new database here. You can name it anything. You just have to click on the new button. Here you have to write the database name. You can write any name, and then you have to click on the create button. So let me just show you by creating a demo database. So here I will just click on create, and here a demo database will be created, but it will be empty, right? So here you can import the .sql file or .sql, then the compression format file as well. So after selecting the database, you have to click on this import button, and here you have to choose the SQL file or the SQL.compression file like .sql.zip. Okay, and then after selecting the file you have to click on the go button. Okay, so this is fine, but here you can see here is a default limit max 40 MBs. Okay, that you can definitely increase by doing some configuration, but that is not recommended because sometimes, you know, while importing the databases like this you get errors. Okay, so that's why this method is not recommended, and the shell method is completely fine, and using that we can import very large databases into MySQL. So that's all about the database setup. From the next video onwards we'll begin with the select statement.